Hi, welcome to this introduction video for SeedVault. SeedVault is a seed and passphrase storage solution, and the purpose of SeedVault is primarily to prevent against physical destruction or loss of your seed phrases or your passphrases. What we're going to do in this video is just have a look at what you receive when you purchase a SeedVault, and cover off some of the most important features and how the solution sort of works together to protect your seed and passphrases. We'll flick on a video here just so you can see what you actually get, and we'll scroll up here so we can talk about some of the key features. So firstly, let's have a look what's actually in the package. So you get some tamper-proof stickers, and we'll show you how they are used later on. You get a pack of screws, and they're of varying lengths, so depending on what you're trying to back up and what you're trying to achieve, you'll use those. You receive what we call a helper card, which has just got some details about where you go for instructions, so instructional videos and some instruction sheets on how to use SeedVault. But more importantly, this card actually does have an important use as well, and it's been designed with these particular lines and grids on it to assist for when you're filling out your plates. Okay, so we also have two different types of plates depending on what you're trying to do. So this one's what we call a seed plate, and I'll just quickly open that seed plate so you can get a better look at that. And the seed plate allows us to get a bit of flexibility, and you can see we've got from word 1 to 12 on the top of the seed plate and word 13 to 24 along the bottom. So by using one or more of these plates, we can achieve quite a lot of flexibility in terms of the devices we're trying to back up. So whether it's a device that uses 12 words, 24 words, or you might be doing something like Shamir's Secret that only uses 20 words, we can use a combination of one or two plates to achieve a successful backup. And we also have what we call a passphrase plate, which I'll open as well. And the passphrase plate allows us to back up a maximum of 50 characters length passphrase, which is the standard. So we've got 1 to 25 down one side and 26 to 50 down the other side. So using a combination of one or two plates, we can back up our passphrases. Now the beauty of this is when you order, say, the seed phrase kit, you get two of these plates. So if you're backing up a device that only uses 12 words, then you can actually back up two devices, which makes it a lot more affordable. Same goes with the passphrase plate. You can back up to 25 characters per plate. So if your passphrase is only small, or you've got multiple passphrases that are less than 25 characters, you can actually back up two passphrases on the one kit. So it actually makes it a lot more affordable than most of the other devices out there. Most devices only do one seed word, but our pack actually allows you to, one group of seed words. Our pack actually allows you to do two if you're only requiring 12 words. Okay, so that's quite important. All right, let's have a chat about a few of the key features. So working away from the top there, tough and durable. These plates are, if you have a look, they're about 2 millimeters thick. They're very solid. There's no flex at all in these plates. They're very rigid, very tough. They're made of stainless steel, so they can withstand really, really high temperatures. There's no moving parts, so you can't lose any tiles or little character plates that you need to insert into the device. What you find with a lot of those devices is, one, you've got a whole raft of little tiles that you need to do something with. After you've got to store them somewhere, and if you do insert those into the actual device, destruction tests have shown that sometimes those little discs actually don't withstand the temperature. Now, the outside case that houses them, yes, that may survive, but internally those little plates get malformed, twisted, and can sometimes be illegible. So we've been very focused on a very simple device that is just no moving parts, nothing to go wrong, and most importantly is a permanent record. So the last thing you want is to have, I don't know, something like one of those capsules where you slide all the discs on to back up your seed phrase, and then come back years later and undo that capsule, only to fumble and mess up the order of your seed words or the characters. So we're very big on no moving parts, tough and durable, permanent record like it should be. So let's have a look at some of the things we do support. So we support the BIP39 mnemonic phrases, and that should cover 99% of the wallets in the space. So if you're storing your Bitcoin or your altcoins, more than likely not using a wallet that uses the BIP39 standard, and that's when you use 12, 24 words to back up your seed phrase, which is what generates your private keys. So you'll see that we support all the industry standard wallets in terms of backing up your seed phrase. Like we mentioned, if you're using Shamir Secret that only uses 20 words, well, then you just use the plates in a different order so that you can achieve that level of backup. Now, we've designed these so that we want them to be affordable, so we want them to be strong, permanent, and affordable. So what we've found in the market is there's a lot of fancy design type products, but they're expensive for most people to not sometimes shell out just for one of those. But if they've got multiple seed phrases, who's going to spend literally hundreds of dollars per seed phrase? Although we should, a lot of people won't. It's a bit of a barrier. So we want these to be affordable so that you can back up all the seed phrases that you have, and the cost is not an issue. You can just reliably do that. So let's have a look at some of the other important features. Now, we've said here that we're trying to protect against physical destruction. And that's great. So we stamp these plates and we do have that physical protection. But we also don't want to advertise the fact that we're backing up something important. So these plates, this one's a little bit banged up. This is a prototype plate. But they're pretty boring. Like from the outside, they don't look like they do anything special. It's just a couple of bits of metal screwed together. So unless you know what's in here, you'd be none the wiser, and you wouldn't know, or we don't advertise the fact that we don't write on it, we store our Bitcoin here, or Bitcoin logos, or even our company logo. We don't even put that on there. It is a blank sheet. So it's totally nondescript. Doesn't look like it does anything important. Now, obviously when we start putting a few protection measures on here, so firstly, we're talking about physical protection. So these are rock solid, and that's their core purpose, is it physical protection of your seed phrase. But we also want to make it so that prying eyes can't see anything that we've got stamped on these. And that's why we do a couple of things. We screw the plates together. So that's why we give you two plates, so you can bolt them together, and it means that that's not easily seeable by someone. So they have to actually start to go being a little bit more malicious or snooping to actually see what's written on these. So instantly we're giving you that obscurity by bolting the two plates together. And then we can start by adding extra security. So we can add some what I call soft security. So we're putting on a tamper resistant label, and that just means, so obviously you wouldn't just do it on one side, you'd want to do that on both sides, so that if someone did peel the plates apart, you would know Okay, so you put a sticker on each side, and to get into the plates, then they've at least got to destroy one of those tamper-resistant stickers. So you would know that someone has tried to get into your device. We can take it one step further, and you can see on this stack. Now this is actually 4 plates bundled together, so there's a couple of things we'll talk about here. Is we can keep stacking all these together to produce one really solid piece of kit that's not going to go anywhere. It's quite weighty, really good from a physical destruction point of view, but stackable so that we can keep a nice compact unit. But just by changing the screw length, we can change how many plates we stack together. And you'll notice here on this one, we've also taken one step further, and we've put in a pop rivet. So we've actually riveted these plates together. So for someone to get into this stack now, they would have to actually physically drill out those points to be able to see what was on here. So that's a little bit harder than the tamper labels, and gives that just that little bit further protection. Likewise, we do screw these together, so you could put instead of using a standard Phillips head or star screw, you could use one of the more security orientated screws, where they're actually you need a specific tool to undo the screw. So yeah, that's definitely an option, and you can take that as far as you like. If you're really that way inclined, you could probably put a little bit of weld or something on the side, or something that would stick those even harder together and would require more effort to get them apart. You see some people where they put a metal loop through there, and you can get a customized stamp that stamps the ends of the wire loop together, so that you would know if someone's actually cut that and tried to rejoin it, because they wouldn't have the custom stamp. So different little physical protections you can put in place. So like I said, we have designed this so that you can make quite a big stack of these together, and that stack might be made up of just two plates that store one or multiple seed words, or one or multiple seed phrases or pass phrases. So one pack, our seed phrase pack, comes with 2 plates, so that's how this would look, and our pass phrase plate pack also comes with 2 plates, so that's how that would look. If you wanted to buy multiple seed phrase plates, you could get them and turn them into one solid stack, or you can mix and match however you like. That's entirely up to you. But that's our the beauty of this. It is simple, it's permanent, but we can form some really nice solid packs with a lot of flexibility in what we offer. These devices, we've got tough and durable, and these have been really put through the ringer. So when we say they're permanent, they're permanent. We've had these plates and we've put them through a fire test, so we've really tried to destroy them. And you can just hear this. Can you hear that? So these markings you see on here, they're not just printed on, they're actually laser etched in. So it's cut into the actual stainless steel at a real high temperature. So even if they were to go through a fire, the etching would remain in place, and you would always be able to decipher what's actually been put on here. So as you see on the screen, we've said adaptable and expandable, and I think we've covered that, where we've shown you how you can take multiple plates and mix and match them to suit your needs. So that's a big thing we've tried to do here. What we've also done, which is probably a little bit different from most other devices as well, is if this was left laying around and someone had a quick glance at this plate, once this has been filled out and stamped, it is sort of coded. Now, it's not a difficult code, but it's coded in enough so that if you were to just look at it, you wouldn't be able to read the words. You have to take a moment or two to actually decipher the code. Now, it's not terribly difficult to decipher, but it's just that little bit more obscurity, whereas if someone did actually see words written down, they might be able to remember some of those words. But this is done in such a fashion that it's to the naked eye, it's not obvious. So easy to do, but not obvious if you just get a quick glance at it. So you'll see that more when we go through all the tutorial videos about how we actually fill these plates out prior to stamping them. And that way you know you've got a nice solid permanent record. Look, that's probably it for this intro video. Just really wanted to cover the main features and what actually is included with the plates when you receive them. Check out the instructional videos on how to actually complete the plates and stamp them so that you can back up your seed phrases and your passphrases. But I hope that was interesting, and it's given you a good overview on what the device is and roughly how it works. And if you're interested in delving further into that, you can check out the instructional videos. I'll catch you all in those instructional videos. Bye for now.